Hey guys, what's going on? Kyle here again. Sorry it's been so long. I've had a lot of crazy things happening, so I went ahead. I actually found an identical, it's actually Tetra. I had another 40 gallon that is an Aquarium, but it used tempered glass on all sides, so I couldn't drill through it, so I went ahead and drilled this one. I said I was going to do another video, but I mean, this was really simple. Again, just follow the other video. This one did turn out better, I even think. See if I can get it to close. Yeah, there's it's a cleaner cut. I'm pretty happy with it. So we have a new sump tank. That's awesome. It's another 40 gallon. Then now what I'm working on is I've got a pair of these food grade. They're originally used to store some hot sauce. You can get these things on eBay for like 30 bucks. Shipping's like 40 bucks to you. You can go to Uline and get them. These are just, they're 55 gallon food grade barrels. So, and then they have, the ones I got have the screw on lids, so the lids kind of separate like that. And so you put this piece down first, and then that seals down just kind of like a glass jar lid does. That goes down, and then you seal it down on top of it. So the thing is, if you stick your nose in these, they reek, and I mean reek, of like Sriracha LA hot sauce type stuff. So I'm going to show you how a friend of mine has gone through and cleaned those barrels out to get rid of anything. Now, I know you're looking, the big word right there, it's a curse word when it comes to aquarium. Bleach. Oh no, bleach. Yeah, well, here's the deal, is that this thing's going to be so rinsed and cleaned out, it's not going to matter, and you almost have to use bleach to purge that pepper, because it's impossible basically to get that pepper out of the plastic. So supposedly, I mean, that's what people say, but my buddy did this, and he stuck his nose out. I mean, after he did it, it was brand new, like it was like nothing had happened. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of bleach, and then I've got a brush up here. The long handle's just a toilet brush. I went to the dollar store or something like that, and I think it cost a whole $40, and I went ahead and prepared for an additional, so 3 total, an additional bucket, because they only had 2. I'm going to get one more, but so 40 bucks total. That was for the brush. That was for enough to do all 3 of it. Plus I actually got some of these guys, because I was originally going to cure my rock, but the rock pieces that I got are too big to fit in the hole. So yeah, I went ahead and bought 3 of those guys, and so we'll just put the bigger pieces of rock in there, and put a little pump in there, and then we'll start. It's just dry rock, so it's getting rid of all the extra organic, but that's what we're going to do. So basically the first step that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the bleach. We're going to pour, you know, well, about this much bleach into it, and fill it up with probably 1-to-1 ratio. Take that brush and just scrub the inside. I'm going to try to do that with my with the phone here with me, but I'm going to go get the hose and everything, and we'll get started. Alright, so we're back, and we have to turn on the water hose. Duh, it helps. So I have a multiple choice water nozzle that will let me select kind of how I want the pattern to go. So I'm going to go with a pretty strong jet. Not that. So we're going to pick the stream option there. And just kind of basically give it all a hose down. Even the outside. Because they're dirty. It just reeks of hot sauce. I mean, it's a strong. Now, they're relatively clean on the inside, but Fill these up, probably for first little bump out there, and well, I might not quite that much. I'll probably just put about 10 to 12 gallons in it or so. So I'll probably just go up to that first, not even to that first little bump out, and then pour some bleach in. I'll show you how I'm doing that. Alright, so that's how much I filled it up to. It literally has like 6 to 8 gallons in it. Hello down there. Just to get some bleach in here, and then I'll take the brush and actually scrub up and down the walls with the bleach mixed with doing the same to this side, and I'll make sure to water down all the way around the edges just to get anything, any debris, dirt, dust off the inside as well. To get it down in there. The water's not exactly clean. You can see there's stuff floating around in there. Maybe you can't, but yeah, so. Alright, so I went ahead and pulled the cap off here. Now, for anybody who cares, this is a more concentrated bleach. It's actually a 9% mix. So usually what you get is a 6% mix. So I'm going to go ahead and, that's about good in there. And that's going to be good there. Just a little bit less so. What we will do, and I mean, how much should I use? I used about, we're about down to there. So this is a 1 gallon, or not quite a gallon, it's 3.8. It's almost a gallon of bleach. But it's saying, it's because it's higher concentrated, it's able to do 100, rather than just 121 ounces, it's able to mimic the act of 182 ounces. So that's how concentrated it is. It's definitely got some swirlies down there and some bubbles. Not so much in this one, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my brush. And we're just basically going to go around. I'm just going to go around it level by level here. So my arm's not that long. Just scrub the bottom. Trying not to slosh it up on myself because obviously bleach water, not good. I mean, I can already tell you that the smell of the peppers is partially gone now just from having it open. I got a little splash there. So, just going level by level and making sure to scrub it down. And then what we'll do is we'll continue tomorrow. I'm going to do both of these. We'll let it sit overnight. And I will fill it up with the remainder of the bleach and stuff, and then fill the water bucket up itself. And then we'll overflow it full to where it's full of bleach all the way up. So anyways, I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a minute. I've done this one basically. Probably going to do it again just for good measure. I'm going to do both of them, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about filling them all the way up. So, alright, I'll be back. Alright, so we have moved them inside. They were sitting there. Now they're sitting there. Do so before you fill them up. I have them filled here. You still have to roll them. I mean, I guess I could fight to pick them up, but now basically what we're going to do is we're going to take our bleach and try to do our best to split this in half here. Won't be splashed on. Probably pretty darn close. Okay. So now cap back on just for good measure. We sit here. Yeah. Yeah. And fill this up. So I'm sure you're very excited for it. We're going to fill this up basically until it overflows. I won't make you sit and wait, but you can see it's foaming up, bubbling up on there. As I was scrubbing, there was definitely some mold on the inside of these things, which is why we want to use bleach. People argue, you know, you can just use vinegar. I would disagree, especially with who knows where these things have been. It's just not worth the risk to me. So it's gonna take a little bit longer, but we'll be good. My buddy's had no issues with this tank. It's been established for over a year, and it's really worked out well for him. So we're just gonna do the exact same thing. Because once this is finished, we're gonna let it overflow with clean water, and then we'll take vinegar. And from the vinegar, we'll do kind of the same thing. We'll scrub the whole thing down with vinegar and baking soda also. So we'll get that really nice foamy, frothy reaction whenever you do vinegar and baking soda together, and scrub the inside of this. Plus, the baking soda helps get rid of all of the odor and stuff like that. So it'll be good. That's going to be the way that we'll do this. So I'm going to fill it up, cap it off, and then we'll come back tomorrow. Alright, so this, let's see if I can make some ripples, is full, I mean to the brim. So I wanted to make sure that these guys, that they would touch the top here to where they get exposed to the bleach as well, because Lord knows what's touched the top of those things. So we're just going to make sure. I mean, I'm expecting this to go ahead and overflow a little bit. So working on this guy now. The second thing is I actually decided to go ahead and put basically one entire bucket of bleach into each of these, or one tub, about 1 full gallon, almost gallon if you will. So I use that one and one of those there. I realize I have 4 things of vinegar here, so I'll double up on the vinegar and just go all out with it. So we're going to fill this guy up, do the same thing, see it up, and we're going to let it sit for about 2 days here, 48 hours or so, and let the bleach really do some of its work. So that's going to be the first step. I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off here, and we'll do the other step in a couple of days. So first step to putting this out, I mean, it's going to be pretty awesome. We're getting close. I've basically ordered everything. I got my sand in. I forgot to say that. And then my sand came, my second heater came. I went ahead, actually, I switched to Apex controller instead of my digital products. I just feel like there's more support for the Apex. I feel like the feature set's there. So I'm really excited for that too. So we're just gonna let this fill, and then we go. So the wife has okayed that to be a frag tank next to my main display tank. Took a little bit of discussion, but we made it happen. So alright guys, signing off for now. Go ahead and subscribe, follow, like, all this stuff. And looking forward to it. We're getting so close.